What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey. Pipes. Thursday evening, April 18th, 2024. I am in my hot springs spa. A couple people reached out to me via text. We have that close of a relationship. You hear me, Ari? Still waiting to get that Bosch installed in your home. Don't be a cheap ass, Ari. Quality that does not cost, it pays. A few people have asked me, Mikey Pipes, what kind of spa do you have? I have a hot spring spa that I purchased about 4 years ago. It replaced the previous one that I had for about 10 years. I bought it on eBay for I think around $3,500. We're talking about 2013. I bought that one, and it was funny. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. A relative made me fork it over. You know how that goes, guys. You know what I mean? And what's fucked up is that the day after it was installed and wired by the electrician, it went on fire and caught the house on fire. No fucking joke, I kid you not. I don't know if it made the papers, but if you want to Google hot tub electrical fire, Woodsburg, New York, you may find out whose house partially burnt down. Kid you not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we've had a great week at Pipe Doctor Home Services here in New York. Keeping it real, the business in Winter Garden, Florida, very dismal right now, especially since I had to send, someone who's being, disrespectful with their mouth. I had to send them home on Tuesday, with the an unpaid week suspension. You know what? We're a team. There's no I in team. There's no me in team. And if you're going to disrespect a fellow colleague or your supervisor and owner of the company, well, time to go. And many people have commented, and several people have even reached out to me. It's like, Mikey Pipes, you know what? You should just cut the cancer out of the company. And I'm considering doing it. I really am considering doing it. Nonetheless, let's talk about New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel and I, Daniel has DC HVAC YouTube channel. Tomorrow, Daniel and I, we're going to PSENG, a training session, because apparently electrification is taking charge and people are getting into the groove of things. I actually have a customer in the Rockaways, which is New York City. And by the way, Pipe Doctor Home Services is a licensed New York City home improvement contractor. There's no HVAC licenses here in New York State for, HVAC. There's plumbing, obviously, but for HVAC, air conditioning, things like that, there's none of that. So we have a low-income family in the Rockaways that has oil heat right now. They're spending $5,000 a year on oil to provide space heating and domestic hot water. There's no gas in the home. There's gas in the street. And he does not have central air conditioning. So, I'm hoping... Why is it so damn fuzzy? I'm hoping... Yeah, actually, that's annoying me. I'm sure it's annoying you guys too. I'm hoping that I'm not going to get cancer, hush shalom, from that electrical tower right there. But I'm hoping that there are government programs available for electrification for low income. So tomorrow, Daniel and I, we're going to PSENG Long Island in Melville. We're taking a seminar, to learn about how to provide electrification solutions for those in our service territory, which is the Rockaways, New York City, and Long Island. So, in case you're wondering what I'm drinking, My house is turned over for Pesach, Passover. For the religious Jews, we have to rid the home and seal off Chometz. Now you may be asking, what the fuck is Chometz? Well, Chometz is essentially any aspect of unleavened bread. Makes no fucking sense. Even there's special water, kosher for Passover. Makes no fucking sense. Water, really? What you tell me? There's fucking yeast and fucking bread and fucking what? Get the fuck out of here. Don't ask. I don't have the answers for you. But my wife today turned over the rest of the house, and all the Chometz is outside, including me. See, fucking Chometz. We're home for Passover this year. We were home last year as well. I have my wife trained very well. She accepts the fact that we're home for Passover. And instead of, spending, an exorbitant amount of money going to a Passover program in like Florida or California or Europe, Morocco, whatever, where we're doing it at home, and we're going to take an extravagant vacation, in Europe, in July or August, which is already booked. And I don't want to disclose too much because there are haters out there, But listen, I've been at the bottom. I'm climbing my way up the ladder. And I will help along anyone else who's trying to climb and walk up to the next step. I'll help you. And the ones that are above me, I'm here. If you want to help me, please. I wasn't born as a trust fund baby. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Right? So we have this electrification class tomorrow. I already submitted the homeowner, the family, a proposal for a Bosch IDS 2.0 premium heat pump system. They have solar panels on their roof. So this is kind of a no-brainer. We're going to do an A.O. Smith hybrid heat pump water heater, 50-gallon. We'll throw in a thermostatic mixing valve on there, so crank up the temperature, and, they'll have plenty of hot water. Hoping we get that. He already told me, listen, you figure out how to get me the financing, I got you. So I'm already enrolled with EFS, which is an income-based, a government, subsidized finance program and company that works with the local utilities around here. Hoping I get that. Today, Daniel installed for the first time in Pipe Doctor history, we installed a U.S. boiler, Burnham Alta. We took out a wall-hung combi that was about 7 years old. That's how long some of these manufactured machines last. And we took that out and salvaged some of the piping, but we gave them a new spiral vent, new Calefi, pressure reducing valve, some nice new piping, new venting, fresh air, neutralizer, really nice stuff. The other mic staying busy with service calls. We had a great week, but usually between mid-March and mid-April, weather's business sucks, In order to keep the company afloat here, I had to deplete into the rainy day fund, to make, obligations, get those obligations paid. But in Florida, man, I'm waiting for someone to come along. If you're in a Central Florida location near Orlando, Winter Garden, Windermere, if you need a plumbing or HVAC contractor, give me a call, 407-375-1100. If you reference Mikey Pie's video, I'll give you $50 off a service call. Very, very competitive business down in Florida, but since, in Florida and in New York and in South Carolina, we are a Ream and A.O. Smith authorized service provider. I use that as a judge on how great, the local economy is going, and just a judge of service calls. And it's usually, I can predict it like clockwork, between mid-March, mid-April, it gets slow. And I know it's slow because a lot of you guys have reached out to me. I've had several phone calls with several contractors and managers and even service techs out there in the States, and it's been quite slow. And I think maybe people are just worried about what the future is going to bring in this November's general election for the presidency of the United States of America. I think there are a lot of people that are worried about what's going to happen if Joe Biden wins re-election and is Kamala Harris is the vice president. I wish them both the best. You know, they are he is the executive chief president of the United States. I wish him, I give him respect. I'm not going to curse him out, but listen, it's time for him to go, in my opinion. He earns the respect. He was elected. If you believe it was, a fucked up election, a rigged election or not, doesn't really matter. The Democrats said the same thing about Donald Trump when he was elected. Like, oh, Russia, colluded with Russia, and it was hacked. But I worry about, President Biden's ability to lead America, because right now we have open borders. We have crime is just skyrocketing. I think we need a change. Will Donald Trump bring that change? I think so. Some people don't. Will he be a convicted felon when he's elected into office if New York State convicts him? I think so as well. And can he pardon himself? No, because it's a state conviction. It's not a federal conviction for committing alleged federal election law violations, which the feds refused to prosecute, but New York decided to prosecute. Go fucking figure that shit out. Hush money, right? To Stormy Daniels and another porn star. Who gives a fuck? Are you serious? Does this guy, this DA of Manhattan, really think that... First of all, he needs to go on fucking Jenny Craig, that fat piece of shit, right? Lose some fucking weight. And how about get your city in order? Don't shit where you fucking eat. You have fucking bodega clerks, being threatened with their lives and have to fend for themselves. The guy spent fucking weeks in prison. Not prison, Rikers Island, jail. It's different. Prison is state, jail is local. And before he was released and all charges were dismissed, and now he fled the U.S., he's never coming back. You have this AOC, she looks like a fucking rat's donkey's ass, right, that I want to beat with a hand truck because she's just so ignorant and stupid. You have morons, radical freaking morons, woke fuckers that have no idea what's going on, but they're being paid or they're brainwashed by social media. I don't get it, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't fucking get it. All I know is that God created man and woman, and God created all of us equally. Now, if you guys don't believe in a higher power like God, well, that's a problem between you and whoever you feel is a higher power. Just saying. Well, and I'm also saying is that I hope all of you, best of health for you and your family, prosperity, success in business and in personal endeavors. I've been blessed. I've been blessed by having a very successful business, a successful, call it a social media platform, but successful it is, a social media platform. I've made my fair share of mistakes in life in my youth. And I feel honored and blessed that God has blessed me with such an amazing audience and platform, family, friends, and community. Have a great night, everyone. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.